Hi guys, I saw that you were absent today, and today's ELA lesson was a little bit tricky, so I wanted to take a minute to go over it with you. So the first thing you're going to need to do is in your email, it's up, roll with it for me. You're going to find a poster that looks like that about inferencing. Go ahead and copy that down into your composition notebook. Just make sure that whatever colors I use, you use the same. So there should be black, orange, green, and red. And what you're putting in your notebook is called an inference. An inference is when you figure out something about a story based on what you've read. So it's a little bit different than a prediction, because a prediction is when you just kind of like guess at what happens. To an inference, you have to have some evidence. So if we look at that chart, the first part of the inference is I can infer. Okay, so you're going to make that inference first. Then the bottom box is the evidence, and that one is when we say because the text says. So once you've come up with your inference, you're going to go back to the text, and you're going to find those words that support your answer. The last thing is your schema. Now, schema is just a fancy word for background knowledge. So you're going to use what do you already have in your head, okay, what do you already know, and how did that help you figure out your inference? Okay, so let's do this example together. Let's say that Julie packs her umbrella and her rain boots on her way to school. What inference could we make about that? Well, we can't say that she packed her rain boots because that's a fact. I told you that in the story. We have to figure out what the inference is. So I would start by saying, I can infer it was raining outside. Because the text says, so now I have to support my answer. Because the text said, Julie packed her umbrella and her rain boots. Okay, so I'm almost done with my inference. I made my green part. I can infer it's raining. Because the text says is my red part, and that's where I said Julie packed her umbrella and her rain boots. This last part is the connection to yourself. So you could say, and I know this because, just like Julie, when it's raining, I pack my umbrella and my rain boots. Or maybe you wear a hat. Okay, what do you do when it's raining? Once you have finished listening to this video, I want you to go to Google Classroom, and on Google Classroom there's a new little story. It'll say Homework 929 next to it. I want you to read that story, and then you're going to use that box that we copied into our notebooks to create your own inference. If you have any questions, please email me. Bye-bye.